Top landing, sponsored this afternoon by our truck dealer in Leicester, Central Motors. Jan, good afternoon and welcome.
Okay, bye.
Andy, thank you very much indeed. Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to manoeuvre the opposition path.
Have we got more of that to come?
What's that to do with something you've just taken? Successful landing, but I know that the pilot, Brendon O'Brian, is going to have a jolly good descent. So there we are. If you look to the right-hand end of the runway, you'll see the vehicle, which is an Iveco Ford Turbo Star pulling a 40-foot curtain-sided trailer, roaring down the runway, driven by Mac Maitland, who's obviously enjoying himself there and has really got his foot hard down on the accelerator, and Brendon bringing the Super Cub down in a beautifully controlled approach there. Both wheels on the truck, first go, and that really was a very, very nicely controlled landing attempt. He's obviously having a think about the crosswind and deciding whether it's going to be... The Turbo Star was introduced 2 years ago, regarded, I think, quite rightly as the flagship of the company's very comprehensive range of commercial vehicles, some of which are on show over at Central Motors stand.
50 local out.
Incorporating the very latest technology, it's designed to operate efficiently and most economically over the highest legal weights over the most demanding routes in Europe. And here we are in for his second approach now. Brendon gently pushing the aeroplane forward, pushing the stick forward now. Oh, marvellous. That's really looking under very good control there. I'm just with very little trouble up to 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, that is a
settling the speed down the runway, and Brendon now
to the south of
also
the
settling
airfield,
his speed to around
at the back of the
55 miles an hour, formating behind and just above the truck. He's now cocked the aeroplane off to one side and following the right-hand wheel down to position it accurately on that trailer roof. Now, if I tell you that that roof is only 6 inches wider than the spread of his undercarriage, you'll realise what a lot of skill is demanded in even putting the wheels down on the top of the roof. Attempt. Brendon now driving the aeroplane down towards the back of the truck, keeping his eye on that right-hand wheel. And there, as the wheels go on, you can see now he's pushing the stick forward and driving the aeroplane along the top of the truck. And I think it looks very much, he would easily have put that in the wells and clamped it on. I'm afraid it... Well, that is a great pity, but there we are. I'm sure you'll agree that Brendon's been demonstrating the technique of the truck top landing extremely well here this afternoon, and just making sure that Max... Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we're coming to the end of our display slot, but Brendon is going to have one last go, so perhaps the clamps will work this time. So keep your eye on the aeroplane, heading down now towards the top of the trailer there, and really a beautifully controlled descent. Absolutely perfect. Look, not even a bounce. Both wheels on, driving full power, and having to throw it away. Yes, I'm afraid he would easily... Even on a calm day, the vehicle travelling at speed creates all sorts of difficult air currents around it. Add a crosswind hitting that high-sided trailer, and then imagine yourself trying to land an aircraft in those conditions where accuracy in placing the wheels is required to within 3 inches. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, Brendon O'Brian making a very, very valiant attempt there. on the first run. The wheels running beautifully along the top of the truck, and he's thrown that one away, matching his speed with the Turbo Star and its trailer at about 50 miles an hour. And now the speeds are matched. Brendon driving the aeroplane full power onto the back of the trailer there, and keeping the stick forward. He's got the right-hand door open, keeping his eye on the right-hand wheel and driving the aeroplane along the trailer into the wells there. And you can see the clamps are up, and there we are, just letting the power come back and letting the tail wheel drop down into, with a wingspan of about 35 feet, overall length just over 22 feet. The basic hub was introduced back in 1931. There followed a number of variants with different sized engines and minor airframe modifications, but the overall design changed little over the years. The type has been widely used for pilot training, glider towing, and is also flown on floats and skis. Some are still in service with mountain rescue teams in the Alps. And its advantages for this particular act: firstly, its excellent handling qualities and manoeuvrability at low speeds, which I think we see very ably demonstrated here. And secondly, it provides good visibility from within the cockpit, Brendon having to keep the door open, keeping his eye on that right-hand wheel for the landing. Now the Turbo Star accelerating with ease to about 45 miles an hour this time. You see the tail of the Piper Cub go up, the clamps are down.
Must be 55 miles an hour. Brendon's lining up now. As you can see, he's got the warm arm so that he can look down on the truck. That's the only visibility that he's got. Remember, he's only got 3 inches to play with. Okay, here he comes. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can do it. Yeah, there's a terrible time in rehearsal of this, so it's going to be interesting to see whether they can actually do it this time around. I'm not sure in our mouths as they are now. Down he goes, down, 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 down. I don't think he's going to make it this time around. Don't see, he's just behind us. Let's see if he can get it this time. Okay, let's see. Getting his speed. Absolutely right. That's what it's all about. Down it comes, down it comes. There he comes. Right. They've got to get it together. He's got to, if he can make it, he's got to sort of creep along the... There he goes. Look, look, yeah, he's no! And he comes again, swinging in, yoink, getting there, lining up. Looking out of that window, looking down at the truck top now. Just juggling with the throttle. Down, down, little better this time, down, down. Yeah, just another few feet, Brendon, that's all you've got to do. Now drive it forward, drive it forward. Tailgate, one long down, one rig. And it looks, I can't see from here, but I think the clamps have actually got it this time around. So please, I'm very... So this is... an accident. Brendon will certainly be there as well. Charming man, lovely man. But really puts his life on the line every time he does this act for you. As it goes past you, waves you, give him a good wave back, gives you a handkerchief down, so you can really see you. He loves all that. No, really. It's definitely out there having his car, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. Right back by the tail. Quick number 2 for the next one. Yeah.
Stroke combination expecting a 707 in about 3 minutes. Roger, 2.
We really think you've got to get it on. You can't actually drive that sort of thing out here. I think it would be a little bit of going through the code. There it is. Trying to get it forward. Right, now.
Johnny's here.
Collaborating back into the air.
Calling wheel.
Anyway.
The RT for the moment, OK, Mac, if you just like to hold it down, I'm going to do a run-up check.
Interesting, the clamps actually are... Right, here we go. Okay, now, watch for it, as I say, this is very, very critical indeed. Where it's more dangerous for landing. And now I've got to get those feet absolutely accurate. There goes the tail, look. Just hovering in the air. And it's the point at which he releases those clamps. Speed gathering all the time. There it goes.